near zero.
What do you want for theory alone?
Zero would be nice.
Welcome back to Fact Me Up channel. In today's video, we delve into the cinematic masterpiece that pays homage to the life and legacy of J. Robert Oppenheimer. Directed by the visionary Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer offers an immersive journey into the life of the brilliant physicist who played a pivotal role in the creation of one of the most devastating weapons known to mankind. Join us as we bring you 13 astounding facts, and give you an exclusive backstage pass to the making of this cinematic gem. Cillian Murphy had 6 months to prepare for his iconic role in the movie Oppenheimer. In order to achieve Oppenheimer's gaunt physique, Cillian Murphy lost a lot of weight, and kept to a strict diet during filming. He restricted his caloric intake to a single almond per day. Interestingly enough, it's often said that Oppenheimer himself existed only on martinis and cigarettes during the Manhattan Project. Matt Damon was on a break from acting as a promise to his wife, but with one condition: if Christopher Nolan called, the break would go on hold. As luck would have it, Nolan called Damon and offered him the role of Leslie Groves, and the break had to be cut short.
But I actually negotiated in couples therapy, this is a true story, the one caveat to my taking time off was if Chris Nolan called.
J. David Wargo, who studied physics at MIT, optioned the rights to American Prometheus, the book upon which the film is based, in 2015, but the project languished in development hell for years. Wargo met with his old friend James Woods during the pandemic, and Woods set up a meeting with Charles Roven, who in turn passed on the book to Christopher Nolan. Wargo, Roven and Woods are all credited as executive producers in the movie. What eventually helped Nolan to make the decision to direct the film was a book of Oppenheimer's speeches given to him by Robert Pattinson at the wrap party of Nolan's previous movie, Tenet. During an interview with reporter David Martin on CBS Sunday Morning, director Christopher Nolan pointed out that the entire reel of IMAX film stock used for the production of the movie is 11 miles long and weighs 600 pounds. It's equivalent to the length of 168 soccer football pitches and the weight of a grizzly bear.
It's 11 miles long and it weighs 600 pounds.
Christopher Nolan claimed that the idea to cast Cillian Murphy came to him while looking at the book cover photo of J. Robert Oppenheimer on American Prometheus, the book upon which the film is based.
The real Robert Oppenheimer staring out with this incredible sort of blue-eyed stare from the cover of that book, and I thought, well, I know who could do that.
When Matt Damon had read the script first presented to him by Christopher Nolan, he was flabbergasted to see that it was written on red paper and in the first person, a format he had never professionally seen before. In order for the black and white sections of the movie to be shot in the same quality as the rest of the film, Kodak developed the first ever black and white film stock for IMAX. It was also the first ever IMAX film partially shot in 65mm black and white celluloid.
We were able to test large format black and white, put it up on a giant screen and have a look at it, and the results were just magical and inspiring.
Kai Bird, the author of the book American Prometheus, visited the film set in Los Alamos. Upon arrival, he was stunned at Cillian Murphy's resemblance to J. Robert Oppenheimer, and the two had the following exchange: "Dr. Oppenheimer, I've been waiting decades to meet you," said Bird, to which Murphy just laughed. "We've all been reading your book," the actor told him. "It's mandatory reading around here." The casting of Josh Hartnett marks an interesting full-circle moment between him and Christopher Nolan. Hartnett was one of the 3 finalists to play Batman in Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins, but he respectfully declined the role, later going on to say he regretted the decision, as he is a huge admirer of Nolan's work as a filmmaker, and wished to build a creative relationship with him. This time he accepted the part, and coincidentally, the film hit theaters on July 21st, which is Hartnett's birthday. J. Robert Oppenheimer was mentioned by name in Nolan's previous film, Tenet, during a conversation between Dimple Kapadia's and John David Washington's characters, seemingly indicating that Nolan already had the idea of what his next film was going to be about.
You're familiar with the Manhattan Project? As they approached the first atomic test, Oppenheimer became concerned that the detonation might produce a chain reaction.
Christopher Nolan has said that his first encounter with the name Oppenheimer came about via the lyrics of Sting's song, Russians, from his 1985 album, The Dream of the Blue Turtles. The lyrics were, "How can I save my little boy from Oppenheimer's deadly toy?"
Can I save my little boy from Oppenheimer's deadly toy?
Oppenheimer is Christopher Nolan's first film to be a biopic featuring a historical figure as the protagonist, and his second film to be based on an actual event following Dunkirk. In the early 2000s, Nolan had attempted to make a biopic of Howard Hughes, starring Jim Carrey as Hughes, but this movie never came to light. Christopher Nolan revealed in a Collider interview that there are no CGI shots in the film, and the Oppenheimer team did craft a real bomb to film the atomic bomb Trinity test. Fortunately for everyone involved, their bomb was powered by petroleum and not atomic energy.
Are there any CGI shots in this movie?
There are no CGI shots in the movie.